Hey everyone, it's Ethan Ormes back again for another video today, and welcome back to the channel, guys. We're here again for yet another video, and one I'm very excited to talk about. We've got my movies that I watched last week, of course, the weekly series that I do every Monday, which I really enjoy this series, to be honest. This is some fun content, and of course, I've become a really big movie guy. Since I started my rankings on my Google Sheets, I'm almost at 250 movies, which I started last year, so around this time last year, I think it was January of last year, 2022. So, excuse me. So yeah, if you guys want to take a look at that, feel free to go in my description. Excuse me. Take a look at my link tree and feel free to read along and take a look at some of my movie rankings. Everything I watch actually goes in there, but also on my letterbox. So go take a look at that as well. So let's get into it. We've got like 10 or 11 movies, I think, from last week. So my least favorite movie of the watch was Jung_E, which I ranked at 59 out of 100. It is a brand new release to 2023. It was all right. I didn't really think anything too crazy about it. It was a decent movie, an interesting premise. But yeah, nothing too crazy to me, although some very good acting performances. But moving on to my least favorite Shrek movie. I watched all the Shrek movies this week. Shrek the Third, which I ranked a 64 out of 100. I think it's a decent movie, but again, I don't really think it's anything crazy, and probably the only one I wouldn't give a rewatch to. I just wasn't a big fan of it. But moving on to yet another 2023 release, we have You People, starring Eddie Murphy and oh my god, I'm completely blanking on who the actual main character is. Oh my god. I'm completely blanking. Nonetheless, I ranked it a 70 out of 100. I thought it was a good movie. I actually laughed quite a bit. Most comedies don't really make me laugh, but this was kind of a rom-com, romance comedy, which was pretty good. Again, I enjoyed it. It was a low good for me. But moving on to Shrek Forever After, which is the fourth Shrek, a 73 out of 100. I think Rumpelstiltskin's actually a pretty great villain. But overall, I just didn't really care for this movie as much as the first two, but we will get into that soon enough. And then on to another 2023 release, we have Plane, which I ranked a 74 out of 100. Honestly, this was way better than I expected. I expected to be giving this like a 40 or something. Way better than I expected, like I said. I actually quite enjoyed this, which I thought was a good movie. It was surprisingly good, and actually, I think that's my highest rated 2023 movie so far. But with that being said, we get a big jump into the Amazings now. At a 90, I have the first Shrek. 90 out of 100. I think it's a really amazing movie. I really love it. And honestly, yeah, it's a classic from my childhood, of course. But moving on to Bullet Train, which I ranked a 90 out of 100, of course, came out last year. This is my second time watching it. I've been wanting to rewatch it for quite some time now. Finally got around to doing it, and I raised it from an 86 to a 90. I think this is a really, really amazing movie that I really, really enjoy. It's a fun, fun time with some really great action and cinematography, and yeah, some really awesome characters as well. I absolutely love Tangerine and Lemon. So that being said, we also watched Puss in Boots last week. My mom and I went out for a little date Tuesday night, of course, cheap night here at the movies in Canada. And yeah, we went to go see Puss in Boots, The Last Witch, which I really, really loved. I ranked a 91 out of 100. Honestly, an amazing movie, some fantastic animation, and a really good story in it as well. And Death is a fantastic villain. Fantastic villain. I absolutely loved him. And yeah, really, really amazing movie that I really enjoyed. But moving on to my top three, at number three we have The Big Short, which I ranked a 92 out of 100, a first time watch for me, which I absolutely loved. Some great, great storytelling, and really gave me some knowledge about something or a topic that I really didn't have any knowledge on. So that was pretty cool and a fun watch for sure. Amazing movie. Then moving on to actually my favorite Shrek movie, which is Shrek 2, which I ranked a 94 out of 100. Again, one of the greatest DreamWorks villains, in my opinion. The Fairy Godmother is fantastic, and I love this movie. It's really, really great. I really, really, really amazing, actually. I really love it. And then on to number one of my favorite movies of all time, my favorite Star Wars movie, Revenge of the Sith. Austin is currently going through all the Star Wars universe. He just finished up the movies yesterday or the day before. And him and I actually had a watch party watching Revenge of the Sith together, and it's actually become like his favorite movie of all time, which absolutely, I love it so much. I actually raised it from a 98 to a 100 as well upon rewatch. So let me know your thoughts on all of these movies, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.